France's contribution to the outbreak of the war. After the peace treaty of Versailles, France concluded no real peace with its neighbor Germany. Along with the other victors, it created the already mentioned hotspots, which made the next war almost inevitable. France tried on 4 ways to undermine German sovereignty and its external security. Firstly, the French, in breach of their disarmament obligations under the Versailles Treaty, did not comply with their obligations. Secondly, the French government from 1927 to 1933 successfully blocked the Geneva disarmament negotiation and so prevented Germany from becoming again capable of self-defense. Thirdly, France took advantage of Germany's weakness and on 2 occasions had its troops march into Germany in breach of the sense of the peace treaty. And fourthly, France, within a few years, walled in Germany with a number of military treaties. France succeeded in putting together an alliance whose military strength was superior to Germany's 12-fold in peacetime and roughly 95 times including their reserves. So Hitler and the Reich's armed forces had to orient themselves to this level when determining the level of build-up of the new Wehrmacht in 1935. Even before Hitler had occupied the remainder of the Czech Republic in January 1939, and thus before he had delivered a casus belli to France, the French government intervened from Paris in the Polish-German negotiations about Danzig and torpedoed them. At that time, Hitler's modest proposal was still valid, and that proposal reads, Danzig politically comes to Germany, but economically remains with Poland. On the 26th January of 1939, thus before the Czech occupation, the French Prime Minister Daladier and his Foreign Minister Bonnet advised the Warsaw government to reject the requests of certain neighbors with a categorical no. Yet Paris knew Hitler well enough to know that he wouldn't let the Danzig issue remain unsolved. Thus, Daladier's advice of the categorical no for the German requests meant nothing other than deliberately to opt for war. This does not only allow the suspicion, but permits the conclusion that French government, as early as January 1939, had attempted to bait Poland into a war to serve French interests. In May 1939, the French commander-in-chief, General Gamelin, promised the Polish war minister Kasprzycki that France, together with Poland, would enter into a campaign against Germany. The French Prime Minister Daladier knew that Gamelin did not intend to honor this promise if and when the need arose. He left the Poles in the Fourth believed that they, together with France, could be victorious against Germany. France hoped, with a minimal effort on its own part, to defeat Germany with the joint forces of an assembled alliance. On 3rd September 1939, France declared war on Germany in the full knowledge that it wouldn't save Poland.